mostly it's like 4 versus 1. It wasn't a fair argument. So yeah.
You do. Yeah. What's the big deal about calling it DLC? Everybody like lost their mind. And I did read that the people didn't know that they were talking to, the creator, the original creator. But I just love that. I missed a big fight.
Well, the problem is, in the 1970s and 80s, if the average sports fan would try to choose Joe Namath as their best man, and there's something wrong with that. Like, it's childish and stunted development, arrested development.
Okay,
and fast forward
George,
times,
just give me 1 second.
The average Kratos fan addict would try to choose Kratos to be fine. I'll invite Joe. Joe join Joe's voice chat.
Susie Q, whatever. Right. Well, like, so the issue is this: when people say DLC, they think it's like some sort of lesser quality or some sort of lesser thing than the main game. You have to understand that.
Okay.
Like when I first watched David Jaffe's live stream when he said that, give me it's like, come on, man, that's the wrong terminology. Like that's kind of disingenuous. So they're saying that the developers all they did was the leftover content. They just pasted in a new CD, be like, here's a new game. It's like that's kind of disingenuous. Like, come on, man. The thing is, he just phrased it wrong. Like, it's not. I do agree with them. Like, they didn't put new stuff, but it's like you don't have to have brand new mechanics in every single game. Like, that's what that's what people are issues. Like, why are you saying it's a DLC? Like, it's.
Well.
And he did come on in pretty hot, that video that you saw.
No, like, it's like 4 fanboys versus 1 guy, so I was like, that's not fair, man. Should we, like, you're gonna have 4 dudes on 1 guy, I guess.
Let's put it into perspective with Spider-Man, the first game of Spider-Man and the Miles Morales. Yes, this was compared like a DLC kind of game.
Well, I played both games, and they're like they're similar, but they're not the same.
Who is Miles Morales? I'm loading the Wikipedia on video.
So, do you guys agree with Jaffe, or do you think that he was?
Well, look, Jaffe admitted right now it's the wrong terminology. He said it the way he said it was he want to rephrase it. He admitted that. So it's like, then I'm like, I agree, because what you're saying is retarded. Like, come on, man. It's not a deal. That's the wrong word. How you gonna say that's because that's like insulting the devs and insulting the consumer. Be like, oh, you're giving us a lesser quality experience. Like, no, this is a brand new game.
He said it like visually looking.
Again, I was watching the video. I understand what he was saying, but the problem with Jaffe, I'm noticing he doesn't know how to say. He doesn't have the right proper terminology. So when you say something, it's like you're saying this. It's like, no. What he should have said is like, oh, there's nothing innovative, there's nothing new in this game that I see, but it's a sequel. That's what he really should have said. Not it was the DLC. The DLC saying you just copy and paste or whatever extra gameplay you put in a new game. That's the issue. That's the whole controversy. And like, to me, it's simple as this. If you want to get the new game, I'm gonna get it no matter what, because I love the first game. I've been playing God of War since the PS2, and these games are different, but I like it. It doesn't matter. I'm still enjoying them, even though they're not the original third-person action, speed 'em what is it called? Metrovania? No, like I forgot style. Like those, they're not those anymore, but it's still fun. It's still a fun, unique, beautiful experience of the game. And I'm gonna get my copy, no matter what anybody says.
Yeah.
So No, but like I said, for CZQ, for your answer, like the issue is terminology, is phrasing. That's the main issue people are having. It's like, you know, to call it, I agree with some of it. Calling it a DLC is an insult. It's not a compliment. Like, when you call something a DLC for certain games, it's like, oh, so you're just getting leftovers, you know? After a couple of months later, like, no, that's not it. It's a brand new experience. Because God of War came out in...
But in fairness, you know, a lot of games are like that now. A lot of games are released for $60, for $40, and they really are just like DLC content, so...
I mean, can you bring an example?
No, I can't give you an example right now. But it is, I mean...
Because I'll be honest, I haven't noticed it. But people with Spider-Man, like, yes, they're similar, but it's not the same game. You have a different character, same map, but different visuals. So to say, oh, this is the DLC, is like, that's very disingenuous. Like, it's like, it's not innovative. Yes, it's not innovative. It doesn't have any crazy mechanics, but it's still a sequel.
Yeah, I think it's subjective, though. You know, that's very much an opinion. Like, for him, it's his opinion.
Yeah, he has the right to his opinion.
He's got more of a right to opinion than most of us because he's actually created a ton of games.
The issue is his terminology. That's the only issue. He just needs to, because the way he said it, like, to me, when I watch the stream, even me, it's like...
He was hated, yeah. He sounded like he was coming in hot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it sounded like you don't like the devs.
He was going for it.
Yeah, and I'm like, and people like, then people, what do people expect? There's no retaliation? It's like, come on, man. That's messed up.
People are sensitive.
No,
he was dropping a lot of F-bombs.
No, it's not even that. It's like to me, it's like when I look, I'm like, bro, just because you're not working on it, to me, it felt like jealousy. It kind of looks like that. And then when you watch him, it's like, no, he just doesn't know. He doesn't know the terminology. That's the issue. It's like it's like calling something this, but it's actually not that. You know, you call it a DLC. It's like, no, this is not a DLC. It's a sequel. Yeah, like okay. Here's an example. The Arkham trilogy. If you play the Batman games, each game is set on a new map. So if you want to consider that innovative, sure. You know, like I don't know, because I mean, like God of War 1 and 2 were different things. So I remember that. Overall, it's just for fun. People are just taking it out of proportion, and people are taking it too personal. It's like, I don't like what he said, and I think it was dumb. But to like chase this man and go after him, like hurt him personally for no, that's insane.
Is Jaffe getting a lot of extra heat? Are people coming after him still?
Little, yeah. Like on Campbell.
I'm going to latest on Twitter. It's still being talked about, which is pretty crazy. When did this happen?
An example.
3 days ago? Dang.
Like it was streamed 2 days ago. He was talking, and he made a short clip. Yeah, he made a short clip like, this new God of War trailer, I'm not feeling it. He rewatched it like, I'm not feeling it. It feels like DLC to me. And then he just went off and it's like, and people are like, what the hell are you talking about, my guy? I mean, look, for me, when I watched that clip, I'm like, come on, man. That's just
he's getting so much shit on Twitter. Holy crap.
Yeah, well, keep in mind, Twitter's not a real place.
Is Twisted Metal 12 shown on the shared screen? The bookstore?
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, I see that.
I'll mute it.
Are we seeing?
That's from the outside, looking inside the bookstore. Their detail is so high that the individual books on the shelf have their own different titles. Here's a video I made January 21, over a year ago.
People are tearing him apart on Twitter. It's crazy.
Yeah, tell us what they're saying.
They're just talking shit. They're saying that he's irrelevant, that he just wants clout, you know, that his opinion is stupid. Like, and then there's other people that are just, acknowledging that there's this war that has happened just because he, talks some shit, which is pretty funny. But yeah, it's just a bunch of nasty stuff. It doesn't look like he's got a Twitter though, because he's not being added directly. He's just being mentioned, which is just good that he's not being added directly, because nobody needs the amount of hate that he's getting. And just, people are mean on Twitter.
When you say he, you're referring to the Don?
The Don, yes, Papa Jaffe. I haven't seen anybody. I've only seen a couple that seem. Nobody seems to be like agreeing with him or standing up with him. But maybe, if I keep looking here. Oh, buddy.
I put a satirical response to the other guys.
Oh yeah, were you standing up for Jeffy or
Yeah,
you know, nice. That's good.
because I like one day before, one day after his response, I commented on a video about Elden Ring that had Kratos on it, or some Kratos like character, and I said that this was proof that maybe the old formula of God of War could work today. And everybody got angry with me. And Jeffy support me. Jeffy said good things about it.
Jeffy. That's good. Yeah, I'm still just scrolling through here.
Spazbo.
Hey, what's up?
Spaz.
Spaz Boy? Aw, he's my favorite.
Hello.
Hello.
Sideshow Joe, why is your stream at 5 FPS a second?
Tell him,
That
Spaz
sounds
Boy.
like Problematico.
It's YouTube.
Oh, here's Tim's bookstore in Twisted Metal 2012.
This is so wild because it looks like all of this that's still being going on is literally just because he watched a trailer and he said that the trailer looks like a DLC, and that's what made everybody lose their mind.
I want to see the original trailer from Twisted Metal 1.
I want to watch the fucking trailer he was talking about. Like, come on.
It's just the trailer for Ragnarok. Just watch it.
Yeah, I'm watching it now, but I don't understand the
King Trash
craziness.
mentioned the Twisted Metal 1 and 2 trailers at some point in that video. So I want to see, in 1995, what was being advertised on TV. Yeah, this is happening so fast I can do it at 0.25 speed. That's Crimson Fury.
Okay, I'm watching the trailer.
Oh, is that why it's 5 FPS a second? You're watching these videos at 0.25x speed.
And he has like 16 tabs open.
That was just 1 second of video. For
It
Crimson
has like
Fury.
4 accounts open.
Crimson Fury was only shown for 1 second.
Crazy.
What this is the park map. There's Sweet Tooth, the cab.
The God of War games are legit so pretty, though. It's especially this one is very pretty.
You want me to load it up? I have one.
I'm
on
already
PSP.
watching it. No, I can watch it at it's in 1080p, so I'm good.
Well, I just recently.
Yeah, I remember this game. Okay. Okay, this is the one with the son. This game was or the boy. Everyone loved this game.
What? Ragnarok?
I remember.
Well, you
when
don't
Henry
know
played
about
it,
Ragnarok
there was
from Max Payne 1.
he legit cried at one point, like because the storyline was so good.
Well, let me tell you about the story. The Ragnarok
That makes sense.
was a club owned by the Russians in Max Payne 1, where there was a shootout. The same characters featured in the movie, Jack Lapino, Max Payne, have a fight out at the Ragnarok.
Yeah, I'm not following, but
well, it's also featured at the beginning of Max Payne 2. It's being renovated. Vlad, dearest companion, he's like the only friend of Max Payne. The Club Ragnarok.
okay. Well, now, like remembering what this game was about, I can see why people got so heated about it because this game was kind of beloved when it came out. Everybody really liked it.
So here's
it was a great game.
God of War PSP, Santa Monica Studio. I don't know if that can be seen.
We can see it, but we can't really hear it. It's really bad.
No sound.
looks so fun.
Kratos,
I don't know if it'll be fun
the
to
ghost
watch,
of
but
Sparta,
it looks fun.
had
In
taken
general-
his place
in
amongst the
general,
Olympians as the god of
and
war.
everything, it's just that the way he said it,
Bloodshed,
the
the
way he was
relentless
talking on the
battles
stream,
had finally
it's so
brought him
negative.
here.
It was hard.
It was-
Ares
Yeah.
was dead, and though Olympus beckoned, visions of his mortal existence still.
I hope the game's not too loud and talking over you.
There is more to this than you know.
Wow, I can hear it now. I assumed that there was audio. So that means the video I'm recording might not be picking up what you're saying. I didn't ask. Well, it's not even. It's not even recording. I thought it was. Spyro? There's also some others. I'm sad. I was hoping to hear what y'all were saying on the recording. I don't know if it is gonna work. I don't know if it's possible even. The way my setup is. Thumper looks like, from the movie Friday, the guy who's the ice cream truck driver. Thumper's portrait in Twisted Metal 1. He has the Jerry curl. Yeah, I think Friday the movie was from 95 also. That guy is the only person on DJ Vlad's YouTube channel to be interviewed in character. He goes to be interviewed by DJ Vlad as the ice cream truck driver in Friday. Indeed. If this is how the recording is, that it's only getting my input and not yours, it's actually preferable, because then, you know, I'm not recording you. Exactly. I like the sound of my own voice. So tell me what's happening in Spaz Spyro game. What? I know the first one was on PS1. Is that it? I tried the one on GameCube a few days ago. Well, the idea is Unity and Unreal. Like, Twisted Metal 2012 was on Unity, I heard. It might have been Drawn to Death, rather. They're still too complicated. They have to be... Yeah. They have to be simplified. Game engine... You know... It should be more automated. Do you agree? That's a technical discussion. I want to be able to make a game engine so that we can run it on a PS1 ROM emulator or a GameCube emulator, N64 emulator. We should be able to design PS1 games to play on the emulator or edit existing games. That's what I want to see. Okay, I'll write it down. Sounds like natural talent. Is everyone just quiet? Can you say it again? How do I spell that? Sal, can you spell that? The link room? Oh, I see. Okay. I'm gonna take a break and do research on that. And it said it was on GitHub in that video I watched yesterday. It was the Mortal Kombat on Game Boy. Mortal Kombat 3, I think. The video was about the one on PS1. Here it is right here. Here. I found it. You want the link? I'll reply to my link on that video in the link room. It should be sent in about 10 to 15 seconds. Okay. And here's for Super Nintendo. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. Okay.